Hey everybody, this is Haka. Just wanted to go over the Noresus mod and just do a little showcase video, kind of explain what it is. I don't think a lot of people are aware of the mod. Um, I call this CEV3 personally, because that's really what the logical next step for Conquest Enhanced would be. But this really is kind of the next step, in my opinion, of where Conquest as a game mode should go. It drastically expands what the player does and really adds a strategic component to the battles. As an overview, it's if you played other games like I guess Warhammer or Total War, not Warhammer, or the Galactic Conquest and Battlefront 2 or things like that. It's kind of similar to that, where you have a strategic component. And I know in Gates of Hell we have like the chessboard where we can do individual battles, but you only have and manage one, I guess, division or battalion or whatever you want to call it. In this one, you have multiple divisions and armies that you maintain and manage, and move across the map, as well as resources and other things. So it's pretty comprehensive and complicated, so that's why I'm not going to go through every single system right now. It's just more of a showcase to explain what it is, as I mentioned before. So without further ado, I'm going to, let's talk about it. So this is the strategic map. This is where you kind of create a new one. If you've never created a campaign, or if you go up here and you click reset, this is the screen you'll get. I'm going to do an enhanced campaign, and what that does is that just allows the Conquest enhanced systems to activate as opposed to just vanilla Conquest. So all the Conquest enhanced features will be implemented through your gameplay, as well as some changes within the strategic map and stuff. Right now, obviously, you can pick your faction. This is Axis, and then you can pick, Russians or U.S. and Russians. And then this is the time period. This starts in 39. This starts in 41. I'm going to go 41 for now, just because we're still working on 39, where right now the standing faction is Finland, as opposed to like France and Poland and stuff like that. So we don't have that implemented yet. So I'm just going to do 41 for now. The rest kind of makes sense, right? You pick your difficulty. I'm going to go hard for now. And then economy is basically how... It's kind of like, if you want to think about it in the... what do you call it? The regular vanilla game. It's similar to your resource level. This is kind of similar. This how many resources you're given at the beginning of the game, and I'm going to go like for each region and how rich they're produced, how many resources you can get per turn. So I'm going to go moderate, just the moderate level. And then balance, production, and extraction. I'm not 100% certain. You can look at the tooltip at the bottom. And if you play, for example, if you click less, 2/3 of the wealth are dedicated to extraction, and only 1/3 is dedicated to production. So extraction is when you're collecting resources, if you can imagine like that, and production is like your factories. You can't necessarily spawn battalions anywhere. You can only build them at factories and then move them around. So as you can imagine, if there are fewer factories on the map, then that means that you can't build as unit battalions just and everywhere across the map. Is only in a few places. So we're going to go with just the middle, by moderate and balanced. And then on this side, these are the approved mods. So I'm doing FPS mod. This is Haka's FPS mod, obviously the mod I created. And then the voice mod by Hobie. This is one I always use. It's a staple. Just great voice lines that's added just to give more immersion. And then I almost forgot to click one of these. This is historical versus customized. Basically, this is just whenever you create the game, it'll auto-generate battalions for you and populate them with units that are available at the time, right? So 41, everything available that existed in 41 will be available to you, essentially, if you have the correct tech level. On customized, this is different. This is where you can generate each one of your battalions by scratch, by hand. But I'm lazy. I don't really want to do all that. So I'm just going to do historical for now, and I'll do mid-period, as mentioned before. Cool. So let's create the campaign. This is your settings if you want to modify anything like that. These here, I'm pretty sure are for the vanilla campaign, not Conquest Enhanced, because Conquest Enhanced, tactically, when you do the tactical battle, which is in the Gates of Hell client, they're very specific, like tuned settings that haven't changed. So I don't think these necessarily affect it. I haven't tested it, but if you want to, in general, what these are supposed to do is, what they say, right? AI defense, how long before they start attacking, and then when AI is attacking you, how long before, and this is in seconds before they start attacking. So when you're attacking the AI, and then when the AI is defending, or when you're defending against the AI, these are like the thresholds. And then This is just like waiting between spawns. So this is like the spawn interval between the waves and between spawns. The rest of this is just simple information. Dual mode is just it for testing. If you want to just like do one unit versus another unit, you can use that. The rest of this is kind of self-explanatory / we'll get into more of it if folks want another video. I know this one's pretty disjointed. It's not scripted or anything. This is kind of just a general talking about it. I could probably polish it up later, but yeah, I don't have time for that right now. The rest of this is a more complicated table. This kind of tells you the different, like, you know, how much oil is required or steel required for different battalions. There are 7 battalions. You have infantry, motorized, mechanized, light tank, medium tank, heavy tank, and artillery. Those are the 7 types of battalions you can have on the map, and we'll shortly see what that looks like. These are construction times and setup times. Obviously, there's tooltips above everything, so it'll tell you how everything works. And then this is the AI reactions. So what the main things to keep in track of are the movements and attacks. So this is how often. So this doesn't use turns, right? Like same way that Gates of Hell vanilla works, the vanilla Conquest on Gates of Hell works. It doesn't work like that. This one works. It's real time everything. So as time goes by, the AI is making moves and moving their battalions as well as may attack the player if enabled. And I'll go over what that means later. But for what this means is like intervals and days. It's like, you know, basically we have, you know, we've converted, you know, virtual days to minutes and seconds. So this is like how many minutes between the thresholds. So I have it at 30 seconds to a minute for an AI to move each battalion, you know, before they move each one. And then for attacking, they have, you know, 30 seconds to a minute and a half to attack a player. So this is just my settings, because I like to kind of keep the AI attacking more frequent. If you want to turn off AI attack completely, you can, or if you want to, you know, make it less frequent, you can. I'm not going to go over the rest of this. In general, they just have tactical support. So this is like whether the AI can bring multiple battalions in attack, and that's going to be a much more in-depth thing later in the future. Again, there's a lot of tutorials on the Discord that I would encourage you to go visit. But for now, again, this is just a generic like overview. And yeah, for the rest of us, and then okay, one other I guess thing that you would care about is the final battle score. So this is the victory points you needed within game. And standard CE, it's 25,000 or 20,500, I'm pretty sure. And then vanilla, I think it's just 1,000 victory points. So yeah, so I'm gonna save that, and then it just, you know, gives you information. It's right now it's generating all of the battalions for both you and the AI player. So I'll just give it a sec here, and then it gives you a, you know, sit rep of all of it. I think there's a typo here, but we'll fix that later. Cool. So this is like the strategic map looks like. Now I paused the game so that the AI doesn't move and we don't do anything, and we could actually just look around at the map. You use the arrow keys to look around the map. I mean, it's the entire map of Europe basically. We have Finnish troops over here. You know, Finnish. Oh wait, no, this is a German division. I'm pretty sure we had some Finnish troops here. Nope, I guess we don't. But this is kind of a, you know, map of all of your units. So we have the Red Army here, obviously, and then you have the Axis forces here. We have it. You can use this mini map here to click around and look where you want, look where you are. We obviously haven't implemented the African map or anything like that yet. We do have the Western Front, but because it's 41, this is all captured. We do have American forces. British forces aren't available yet, but the American forces are here, and so you can see they're on England as well. So this is just a general overview, so let's go over each one of the icons. So this is a infantry icon, the little helmet here, and so that's an infantry battalion. And so if you middle mouse click on it, it'll show you kind of what that battalion is, and we'll go over what this view is in a minute. But as you can see up here, you can see that there's an infantry, motorized. This is just like, you know, with trucks, mechanized, mechanized division, mechanized battalions, light tank, medium tank, heavy tank, and artillery battalions. Below that, you'll see the selected battalion itself. So I have the 35th Infantry, Krakow. I'm probably going to butcher all of it, but that's what it is, and it's in Poland. Now, if you want to, you know, go to the battalion, you can click Go to Battalion on Map, and it'll take you up. OBS. It'll take you right here, and it'll show you. I might have to do that again because I actually don't remember where it is, but let's pretend it took us there. Sorry, y'all. But let's click on the 16th Presov. So this is the 16th Infantry, and they're at Presov, Hungary right now. Now they're on the front line, one bordering with a Russian artillery battalion. But as you can see here, within this, it'll tell you the cost of the battalion, the number of troops in this battalion, and if it's operational, if it's supplying, recovering, resupplying, etc. And you can see that it has, Oss Troop Squad, Armored Recon Squad, I can't say that word, Armored Rifle Squad, and some really light, weak infantry, as well as, a bike, flak truck, half track, some light artillery, and then a command company. Now, this command company contains things like your officer, your supplies, your mechanics or engineers, medics, etc. And as you notice, it's organized into sections, right? So infantry or companies, I guess. So it's an infantry company, motorized company, mechanized company, artillery company, and command company. So you can imagine if you go to the different battalions, so let's say we go to the 61st motorized, you can see that it does change what's available to you, right? We don't have any heavy tank battalion or even mediums in this company, right? And then if you go to the mechanized, we go to the 19th, you see it does change, right? So it changes how many of each type of unit you have available. So when you go to the light tank, and you'll have light and medium tanks available. If you go to the medium tanks, you'll see the 41s. You'll see you'll have more medium tanks obviously available. And if you go to the heavy tank battalion, I don't have any heavy tank battalions available, but they would have obviously the heavy tank company available to you. Now for our artillery, we have more artillery available, and we got a big one there, big Thor right there, Sig 33, etc. So again, this is just it adds a lot of diversity. So depending on which battalion you create, it does restrict or allow specific units available. Now, let's say we'll move on to like customization of battalions later. The next one you want to look at is the recruitment tab, and that's when you want to customize. Let's say you wanted to replace the Osttruppen with some actual better infantry. Right here is where you can see your list of infantry, right? So we may want to put, let's say instead of that, let's say, okay, this is a artillery battalion. We may want some recon, like a recon squad. Maybe we want a motorized one, so we may put the motorized recon instead of that. And right there, that says, okay, hey, that's the unit you've decided to replace. We'll leave that there. And then you can look at some of the other units you have available. Is there anything I want to replace here? Well, this is just a half track, so I probably want something with a little more firepower. So we may go with 3.7 flak, replace that there. You cannot mix and match. Like, you can't put this there because it doesn't work. I mean, it's not the same thing. And then for artillery, this is a bug. We'll get rid of that. In the release version, this won't be there. If it's a big X, that's a bug. You should just restart your campaign. But for now, this is just a weird issue. Actually, I think this is because we don't have the airborne campaign. We haven't finished adding that. This is the flak Virulane, the quad flak. So we haven't added the icon to the pool yet, so that's why that's looking like that. But you could add it there, and you could add any of these artillery pieces. So I don't think so. You think of Flak 36 is what we want here. I think we probably want something a little stronger. So let's say we would put it like a Pack 38 there. And then obviously with the command battalion, our company, you can recruit pretty much anything that's auxiliary, right? So miners, engineer truck, officers, medics, tank crew. I think we're pretty good here. We probably don't need a fuel truck, so we probably could just put a command squad there. That comes with a medic there. And so I kind of like this change here. And so what we'll do is unfortunately, because the game is paused, I don't think we can make changes, but what you would do is you would click change, right? So when paused, you actually can't make any modifications. So we'll come back and do that again for a different battalion that's on the front. That makes more sense. But this is kind of how you would modify an existing battalion, and this is what the recruitments are available. Obviously, if you don't have units available, this is not every unit available, as we know, you can right-click to see which units you don't have access to. And this will tell you kind of what the restrictions are. So, for example, you can see your research efficiency is at 64%, and it's saying that you need 100% to be able to recruit this unit. And new units become available as the years go by, right? So the higher your tech level, the better you can recruit. But then also, like, the Tiger won't be available until you get, 41, 42. So, yeah, that's just a general gist of kind of the recruitment tab and the battalion tab. This is the economy tab. Now I'm not going to go over every single resource, but as you can tell, it's a lot more complicated than just the standard MP and AP. This is the number of factories, so that's your monthly production. So it'll tell you how many battalions you can produce at one point. There's also a equipment which determines your supply lines. We actually have supply lines now, so you can resupply your battalions in the field, but they must be close to a supply warehouse. We'll get into more detail about that later, and probably in a future video if people care. This is the research, just like research labs, as one of our research points, if you want to think about it that way, for unlocking specific production. This is an off-map support, provides air and artillery off-map. So within Gates of Hell, you know that you have the off-map tab that you can put like artillery barrages and stuff like that. If your region is close, so for example, if you are neighboring this region, then you can call on like artillery or air support or something like that. That's what this means. So this is the number of airports you are under control. This is your manpower available at the month. So if you want to recruit more, this is how much maximum you're available. This is your credits or your money. That's your number of troops or battalions. This is your monthly production. Not really sure what this is, to be honest, but yeah, there's that. And then you have oil, tungsten or steel, rubber, aluminum, chromium, and tungsten. This is also available in the side menu here, which I'll show in a bit. But these are all your resources here. So as you can see, it's much more complicated than that. Now the other options on the screen are Army General Staff. This is kind of just like a general, like, if you want to think like a database of every possible unit that you've had, whether it's dead or alive. The soldier unit the company was part of, platoon it was part of, or platoon, battalion, if it's dead or not, or enemies that it killed, vehicles that it destroyed. Honor is what your veterancy level. So, let's say Honor 2, your veterancy level 2. This is how many battles it fought, their rank, insignia, and then vehicle, squad assignment, and then the region they're in. Once you do, you need at least one battle for this to be filled out, to start seeing it. And this is like just a cool database to see, and you can, keep track of the units in place. It gives it a more tactical feel. And you can even create your own narratives and stuff like that and follow, a storyline, which would be cool. The other thing is the quartermaster. Now this one is a more just generalized thing. This one shows you once you have a battle, it'll show you if your units are KIA, how many kills they've gotten, things like that. I know there's a cursor here. You can't actually fill it out. It won't do anything. But it'll tell you how many kills, the veterancy, the medals they've gone. Let's say they've destroyed certain things or done something that's worthy of a medal. They've got a service medal, and that'll be added here. And this is depending on the battalion that you've selected. Then after that, there's a Build New Battalion button, but I think you do need to click on a factory to be able to do that. So yeah, that's just a general overview of what this screen is. So if you close the headquarters screen and you want to show your stock, that's just a quick view. Now, one thing is, as you notice, there's a big hand there that's saying it's paused, and there's an M. Now, if you press M, means that the AI will move, so they'll move their battalions. You can toggle this on and off by the letter M on your computer, and the same thing with A. A is the AI attack is enabled, so that's the AI is attacking your battalion. So that's like, if you disable it, that means the AI won't attack you, so you won't do any defense missions. If you do enable it, then it will. So I'm going to turn it off for now because I need to modify some battalions. But as you can see here, those icons we just talked about are actually on the map. And this is a new system I think that was just added a couple of days ago. If you press S, now you can see your supply regions. So as you can see here, we have a warehouse here, and this means that all of these units in our vicinity, at least in our lines, can be supplied properly and quickly. You can move these supply regions to like another region. Obviously, this is not as useful as something on the front lines. So we may want to, for example, put something here. You can do that, but you'll have to kind of, A, bring a motorized battalion onto that, and B, you'll have to have it basically travel each however long until you get to the front and establish it. You cannot have, for example, if it's a friendly, you need to have it in a friendly space, and there shouldn't be an existing battalion on that space. So yeah, so there's that. There's other buttons and keyboard shortcuts that we can go over that shows you other things. I'm not going to go over that now, but yeah. So let's say we want to actually modify some of these battalions because we want to go ahead and get ready to attack. So let's look and see what some of our battalions are. So we have artillery. This has Jaegers, recon armors, and then veteran riflemen. This is pretty good. Flak truck, artillery, And I don't think it has exactly the maybe the heavy artilleries. Because we have heavy artillery, we're going to be consuming a lot of ammo, so we may want to replace that with one of those. And then we also may, well, I'll keep the command squad there. I think the command squad is good for now. So I think this is fine, and so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and click change, and it'll ask me if I want to spin these prices, so the new unit cost there. And if I do, I click yes, and what it'll do is it'll shake the unit up, turn it into a yellow square, and it'll say, okay, if you hover over it, once you close the battalion, it'll tell you, okay, this is not ready or fully resupplied and refitted until June 4th. Right now it's June 1st, so until June 4th, that's not available. And again, those settings that we talked about at the beginning of the video, that's what's going to control how fast time is moving. Okay, so let's look at some of these other battalions and figure out which one we want to use to attack. This looks decent. Some tanks, got some infantry, officer. Now we don't have any medics in this battalion, but that may be okay. Now we probably can replace the AT miner with medics. That's probably a better idea. So I may want to do that as well. So let's go ahead and change that now. Change that. Click OK. Go ahead and close it there. And then let's see what else. Some other battalions we may want to change. Let's see what this infantry battalion is doing. This one looks pretty ready to go. I think we might want to use this one to push. Now we don't have any heavy units like mechanized units. We just have infantry and our artillery piece. So we may actually want to put that flag there, so just to have it, just so we can have it available. So as you can see, the battalions are randomly generated and everything like that, but it is not necessarily ready to go at all. You may want to check around and modify some of your battalions to see if you like what you like. I'm okay with that right now. I don't necessarily need to push with that one, but let's look at these, light tanks battalion. Now, this looks like a good one. I think we're going to want to push with this one here. So let's say you wanted to start a battle. I'll split this into two videos, and I think this one's going kind of long. What you would do is you would click on this, and you would click on that battalion, and it'll tell you, hey, do you want to attack? Now, I'll split that into a separate video, but hey, this is the end of the first one. All right, thanks. Okay, so before we talk about attacking, I'm talking about how to move units into a region. So let's say you want to move a unit to a neighboring region. I mean, you can only move to the region next to you or adjacent. So let's say we want to move this unit to this region here. Let's see, if I click on you have to click on the unit, and then you can click on the region, and then you'll click OK. And it will move basically that unit to that region there. And so that's kind of how to move. And then when attacking, as you can imagine, is the same concept. You'll take a unit, you'll click on the unit you want to attack, or the battalion specifically, and it'll click on there. Now, I'm not going to do it for this section right here. We're just showing you how to move and stuff like that. So, for example, in this situation, you may want to actually start to funnel your battalions closer to the front, right? So let's say we have a battalion back here. We might want to click and start moving units to the east. So. And then once they move, they go into the supply state again, where they'll sit, and then they may not be ready until the 6th of June, right? So it's the 3rd of June. We're not quite ready yet. So this is just kind of an idea, gives you an idea of kind of how to move your battalions around. So again, this is the strategic part of it. You can place your battalion strategically, set them across the line. You can also exchange specific battalions. So let's say you would want to switch these two right here, this artillery and this tank battalion. So if you'll click that and you'll click those. Let's see, does that work? Let's see, that. And then you'll click, and you want to exchange it, and you can click OK. And then you can swap these two battalions. So that is a way, if you have two battalions next to each other and you want to swap them or move them around, this is a way to do it. Now, another thing you can do is create a battalion. And what you can do there is you'll click on, I'll close this here. If you go to headquarters and you'll go to build a new battalion, what you want to do is you'll double click a battalion that you want to do. So let's say we want to create an infantry battalion. So what we'll do is we'll double click that, and it'll give you all the empty spaces for you to build it up, right? So let's say we want to add a command company, or a command vehicle. Let's say we probably want to give them some supplies. So some general supplies. And then I'll leave the other two blank based on the way I fill out the rest of it. So for this infantry, I think I want to add a sniper, and then maybe a veteran rifle. We'll make this more of like an elite kind of, not an assaulting force, but kind of like a force that you'll hold the line with. So we might want some veteran riflemen. Maybe, let's see, some motorized recon. That might actually be a good idea. So actually not motorized. Let's do a regular, and then let's do another set of veteran riflemen. And then for the motorized, you don't have to fill it out if you don't want to. These aren't really that useful, so I'm not going to use that. Now, I will give them a Flak 37 truck, and then for the artillery, I think what they're going to need to have is, let's give them something powerful, right? So like a Flak 88, so let's do a 36 there. And then in terms of the rest of this, let's fill it out with a engineering truck as well as a supply, let's do a supply cart there. And then I guess what you could do is you could give them like a machine gun car there. And we'll leave that one blank because we just don't need all of them. Now we can choose necessarily, like build a new battalion, and then we have to assign it a region. So these regions are different areas to where they go. Now you can click on different ones and you can tell you like, okay, well, where do I want to deploy this one? I probably want to do it up at the top here because this really doesn't have that many strong regions available. So I might want to start up here so I can start pushing in from this side. So let's deploy it here, and then we'll go ahead and build a new battalion. Now what this will tell you is like, okay, it's under construction. This is going to take 189 minutes. Setup time ready on July 28th of 41, and then these are all the requirements. Let me click OK. And then now what you'll see is it'll be like, okay, you have this stock, this is your stock available, you know, and then it'll say, okay, these are the battalions waiting to be deployed after they're done. And then it'll highlight that unit there on the map. That's kind of the gist of that. The next video I'll show doing an attack. Okay, so it looks like this battalion that we modified, the 72nd Infantry, looks like it's ready for combat. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and attack this infantry battalion down here, right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click on our icon. We'll click on the enemy battalion infantry icon, and we're going to go ahead and click OK. It's the 82nd Infantry, so we're going to click OK, and then we're going to start the game. Then we just wait for it to load. So you can see the little difference is, this is the difference between Noresus and everything else, is we do modify the UI so you can kind of know what to do. Always click on the Noresus campaign, the green text, and follow that. The first battle that's here will always be the one that should be loaded, so you'll click on that. And depending on how many battles, for example, if you set it, each region, for example, can have a maximum of, a minimum of one battle and then a maximum of whatever you set within your settings configurator. So you can, for example, instead of having one battle determine which region is taken, you can have it to be 3 battles. So you'll do an attack, and it's going to be the best 2 out of 3 or best 3 out of 5. So let's say you do an attack, a defend, and then you win both of those, then the region's taken. Or if you lose the second one, then you have to defend that region, etc. So I've set it to just one battle, so that one battle determines each region, just for me, just because I don't have time to play tons of battles. As you can see, the strategic map is pretty large. So I'm just going to do it with one. So as we can see here, this loads the operation, the date, time, and then this is the overlay of the actual battle, and we're going to attack this region here with our battalion there. And then it shows you just kind of all these regions, and then each company contains these units there. Now this one's locked because we don't have anything there, but that's okay. And so we'll go ahead and click start. We don't have an engineer or anything, so we won't have any buildables, and this is specifically for CE. So we'll go ahead and start the battle. Alright, so the battle's loaded. I actually need to fix my settings real quick. Let me go. Real tech. There we go. Okay. Cool. So now we're here. We have all this information. It's nighttime because the battles, if it's nighttime in the game on the map, then it's going to be nighttime within the game. So right now we have a night battle. Now I know CE you can change the time of day. I might change it later. Right now I'm going to keep it. What I have here, I think my strategy is going to be, see, we have a lot of infantry, which is good, so we can push with this. But do we have these? Yes, they're recons. Great. So we're going to use this, and we're going to push with the Jaegers. We're going to push with the Jaegers and the Gebirgsjägers. I think those two will be good. We'll have the veteran riflemen. We'll have them here, and we'll have them set up in as a defensive line, just so that we don't get flanked. Let's see. And this artillery, what's the maximum range for this? So we need to move them up. So let's go ahead and move it up. And then we'll have the infantry just covering that. I think we'll set up artillery in this ditch right here. This will be good. And then everybody else will be prepared. Now again, you don't have many units to start with. I mean, this is the standard battalion size. If you have neighboring battalions that support your attack, then... Oh shit. Hold on. Get killed. Alright. And then, if you have, like I was saying, if you have neighboring units, I mean neighboring battalions, they can assist with your assault. Okay. So let's get the veteran artillery in position. I mean the veteran riflemen in position, because they're going to need to defend against these flank attacks. 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we'll have them dig up defenses, and then we'll also have this car here just to protect. All right, just in case. Now we have the recon units. This is an assistant machine gunner. This is I'll keep one over here with the recon, with the riflemen, just so they can see.
Zugführer, wie lauten Ihre Befehle? Wann geht's los? Jawohl! Wann geht's endlich los? Haltet die verdammte Stellung! Bereit!
Let's keep the machine gunner with the assistant machine gunner.
Ja, nicht stehen bleiben! Bewegung! Bewegung! Verstärkung!
It's the assistant leader. Okay.
Ja. Jawohl! Jetzt haben wir sie!
Oh. Is that an invalid? Oh, good shots.
Rücken wir aus?
Okay, that's good. That's good shots, because we would not have made it.
Wir brauchen neue Befehle.
Wann geht's los?
Versammeln. Befehle kommen rein.
Actually, let's turn off this
Los jetzt, Männer!
car. We don't need that on.
Offiziersgruppe bereit! Sanitäter hier. Sanitäter hier. Wo werde ich gebraucht? Haben wir Spielkarten dabei? Die Kavallerie ist hier. Bereit machen zum Kampf.
Alright.
Mann, habe ich Hunger.
Befehle?
Jawohl. Wo soll das Ding hin? Jawohl.
I think we're attacking an enemy infantry division. I can't remember. Or battalion. I'm going to interchange battalion and division. I know they're not the same size units, but I'm used to the division nomenclature for CE, so that's what I'm going to use. Sorry. So they're going to use the recon. We're going to push up and scout. The time is a little more forgiving than it is on CE, but that's okay.
Jawohl. Ist so gut wie erledigt. Es ist an der Zeit, Jagd auf Amis zu machen. Tempo jetzt. Verstärkt die Front. Tempo! Tempo! Zur Front! Wie lauten
Does he
Ihre
have clear line
Befehle?
of sight? Okay, yeah, it does.
Rücken wir aus.
Where is he at?
Stellung halten!
I don't even see him. Oh. Good shots.
Geht's los?
Let's get some recon over there to spot it.
Wie lauten die Befehle? Wohin mit dem Ding? Zugführer, wir brauchen neue Befehle. Los jetzt! Bewegung! Zur Front! Sofort! Feuer! Wir aus? Jawohl.
Alright, where's the machine gun? That's the MG. Oh, good shots.
Ja. Geht's los? Wir werden von Einheiten der Roten Armee beschossen! Jetzt haben wir sie!
Alright, let's compete. Oh, good shots.
Jawohl! Wo sollen wir mit dem Teil hin?
This is why we need recon up there. Spot.
Ja! Jawohl!
Honestly, I might want to push this one up even further.
Feindbeschuss!
Hey, I don't see it.
Schützen, das ist die letzte Chance. Erobert das Ziel.
Oh, that's him.
Geht's los? Rücken wir aus? Ich bin bereit. Wie lauten die Befehle? Männer, folgt mir!
Good shot.
Jetzt haben wir sie!
Finish that.
Jawohl! Schussposition! Weitere Bewegung! Zum Einsatz!
Oh, that's bad.
Mann getroffen! Hat jemand Feuer? Jawohl! Ja!
Jawohl?
Alright, let's move up.
Jetzt! Bewegung! Zur Front! Sofort! Bereit zum Einsatz! Jawohl! Jawohl!
Alright, the rest of you, let's go.
Feuer wieder! Das ist ein Befehl! Hier wird es ungemütlich! Die deutsche Infanterie!
warten die Befehle. Für den ist der Krieg vorbei.
Oh, it's flak. Oh, that's bad. Oh, good shot. Oops. Well, yeah, it was a boy. That's good. Good shot. We might have to keep that over there, that amphilet. Okay, let's toss that smoke over there. Ah, come on, buddy. There we go.
Rücken wir aus?
Wann geht's endlich?
Alright, we gotta take out that flat gun. And then where's my... Yeah, there we go.
Jawohl.
See if there's something... I don't want to waste another grenade. Oh, what the... Oh, shit. So yeah, as you can see, this is what's different about... This is what's different between CE and everything else. And you can start... There is no scaling. This is just... Battle's the battle. Ah, that's bad. Okay, I'm about to load HE and move to support these infantry over here. We got an AT grenade. Anybody? Oh man, this is bad.
Wo nehmen die nur die ganzen Leute her? Rücken wir aus? Jäger!
Oh fuck. Okay, this is bad. We don't have enough AT capability for this. I'm going to come back, reload that, and just use artillery to smack these placements. No, you need to keep hitting that. Rest of our troops. Yeah, they're gonna flank from this side.
Zu Befehl! Zu Ihren Diensten kommen! Tempo jetzt! Verstärkt die Fronten! Hier lauten Ihre Befehle.
Alright, where's my medic? Can we get him up here?
Jawohl! Die Mauern mögen fallen, aber unsere Herzen nicht.
This vehicle's up there. I think I'm gonna peel back the line.
Bereit zum Einsatz! Bereit!
I really wish I had a tank right now. Oh my gosh. Okay, we at least got that. Oh, fuck. It's not looking good for us, boys. We need a support.
Gruppenführer, wie lauten
There we go. It's a big hit.
Bereit zur Arbeit!
Okay. Tank.
Hör zu, Backpfeifen. Uns ist egal, was du denkst. Zieht die Köpfe ein und macht euch zum Ausrücken bereit! Braucht jemand einen Sanitäter?
Oh, shit. What the? Oh my god, they got a 203? Oh god, okay, we gotta take that out. Where's the bike?
Verdammte Scheiße! Das war knapp! Stehen unter Beschuss! Wird erledigt! Kommandant, wie lauten Ihre Befehle? Bin bereit!
It's no good at vectors of attack at this point.
Erwarte weitere Befehle, Leutnant! Wie lauten Ihre Befehle? Wo kommt der denn her? Nachladen! Bereit!
Oh shit! Fuck, I needed that. Ah! This is very bad. Okay. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
Braucht jemand ein Pflaster? Bereit. Ruhe, Männer! Wir erhalten neue Befehle! Es geht los! Was sollen wir tun? Bin unterwegs!
Oh, it's got an AP rifle. Fuck!
Daneben! Sanitäter bereit! Jawohl! Feindkontakt!
There we go.
Ja, Kamerad! Ich kann immer noch kämpfen.
Veteran C9. I like to see. That's what I like to see. All right, this Does he have anything we can use?
Ja, Kommandant. Wir befolgen Ihre Befehle bis zu unserem letzten Atemzug.
Let's see if they have something in here. Yeah, we can provide suppressing fire. Just go ahead and spread.
Gute Arbeit, Schützen!
Shoot, whiz. Ah, at least I got him. Fall back, fall back. We're just getting fucking hammered.
Rücken wir aus? Sanitäter ist einsatzbereit. Wir machen eine Runde Straßenverleck. Schnell, Waffen überprüfen. Ja. Alles klar. Ja?
Wann geht's los?
Alright, I don't see anything. We could use to destroy this.
Jawohl.
Befehle verstanden.
Yeah, they don't have anything in here. Crap. Maybe I can get a... I get somebody up there who can destroy... Oh, yeah. I'll get him over there. What else is over here? What else is over here? Oh, that's him. Fuck.
Нас обстреливают! Hinter der Erhöhung! Pass auf! Wie lauten die Befehle? Bereit zum Einsatz! Rücken wir aus? Männer bereit!
Is that a sniper? Oh, shit.
Vorwärts! Prüfungsgewehr des Motoren!
Where's that sniper?
Wir sind in der Übungsphase!
Oh, shit. That's why you pay attention. At least I killed it. Running out of troops on that side. We might have to pull the boys. At this point, we don't even need to hold this line. Everybody's dead. Just hold that and then let's go.
Nächstes Mal hast du nicht so viel Glück! Der Nächste! Stellung mit tiefem Feuer! Ja?
Ugh, my God.
Wir brauchen neue Befehle!
Still got that sniper. God. Fuck! Cannot win. Possible.
Jawohl. Kameraden, ausrücken.
Wie lauten die Befehle?
Achtung, feindliches Geschütz!
Bereit?
Da drüben!
Zu mir! Los, los!
This might be another loss, boys.
Wie lauten die Befehle?
Ah, man.
Immer mehr! Tempo! Hergehört, Jäger! Vorwärts, Männer!
Wann geht's endlich los?
Für Deutschland! Feuer frei! Tempo, Tempo, sofort!
Was sollen wir tun?
Damn, this is bad.
Vorteil, Männer!
What the fuck? Oh my god. Might have to retreat for this one too. I can't hold this.
Geht's los?
Ah man, we might have to just all in it.
Ja, Kamerad! Wann geht's los?
Tempo jetzt! Verstärkt die Front!
Jawohl!
Nächstes Mal hast du nicht so viel Glück! Geh langsam die Munition aus!
Can't even see anything.
Mit Befehlen! Kampfstation! Feuer! Was sollen wir tun?
Keine Munition fahren!
Jawohl!
Ihre Befehle, Gruppenführer?
Ja!
Rücken wir aus?
Bin bereit!
Oh, you've got to be kidding.
Volltreffer!
Befehle?
Rücken wir aus? Ja, wir rücken aus! Sie sind uns unterlegen! Macht weiter! Kontakt! Feindliche Infanterie!
The smoke will help for now.
Feuer frei! Ja!
Tempo, Tempo, sofort!
Die linke Flanke!
Wann geht's los?
Los jetzt! Jawohl!
Immer mir nach! Tempo, Tempo, sofort!
We gotta push in. We can't wait. We're gonna have to.
Kampfbereit!
Alles klar.
Angriff! Schießen! Schießen! Feindbeschuss! Links!
У нас есть приказ.
Покажем им, где...
There we go. Just free reign to knock that stuff out.
Jawohl! Tempo jetzt!
Rücken wir
Verstärkt die
aus?
Front!
Sanitäter bereit!
Zugführer, wir
Wann
brauchen
geht's
neue
endlich
Befehle.
los?
Jawohl! Gelber Blitzer!
Bereit zur Arbeit! Besatzung
Come on, up we
bereit.
go. Here we go.
Positionieren uns neu.
What else is over here?
Das Staliner!
Hat jemand noch Munition?
Linke Flanke absichern! Geht's los?
Wie lauten die Befehle? Zieht die Köpfe ein und macht euch zum
It's
Ausrücken
unfortunate
bereit.
because he's just out of position.
Ich werde gebraucht. Wieder vollzählig. Bereit zum Angriff. Befehle? Kampfbereit.
Geht's los?
Deckung!
Come on.
Zielt auf die Vorhut.
Ja. Befehl wird ausgeführt.
Ja?
Geht's los?
Du Gruppenführer!
Jawohl.
Oh, there's a lot over there. Oh no.
Bereit!
Jawohl!
Für wen ist der Krieg gelaufen?
Wie lauten Ihre Befehle, Herr Leutnant? Befehle?
We need more boys. Yes, that's good. That's what we need. We need friendly fire on them.
Jetzt haben wir sie!
Stellung halten! Ja! Bin bereit!
What are you doing, you idiot? Oh my god.
Jawohl! Weiter feuern! Aufschließen!
Слышу скрежет мотора.
Oh, of course you miss.
Was sollen wir tun?
Wie lauten die Befehle?
Wann geht's endlich los? Los jetzt! Bewegung!
Oh, we
Sofort!
lost. Ah, fuck. Well, there's another loss. And damn. Well, let's see if the action after action report actually had anybody of substance alive. Let's see. Well, the division was destroyed, so I don't think that we're going to be able to see that. And nobody's alive anymore. So, well, next time. Okay, I just. Oh man, I'm rusty. I have not played a while. I just played 2 battles and I've lost 2. As you can see, these 2 red arrows, me getting wrecked. But we're gonna do something different this time. Now we're gonna try and use this tank division. All right, our tank battalion, the 8th medium tank, and we're gonna attack the 82nd that just destroyed. I was trying to take Odessa, but I lost it, so I lost that ground. But we're gonna counterattack this way, and we're gonna ask for support from a neighboring battalion. We're going to take help from the 22nd Artillery, and hopefully we can get support on there. We'll see. Because those are not enough. Hopefully more forces can help out. Now we'll see if we'll actually get awarded it. Now it's not a 100% chance to get the artillery. I mean, not the artillery, the supporting battalions. But if the HQ does allow you to retrieve it or to award you the support, then it could definitely help out a lot, especially with defense battles. Let's see. Brutal, just brutal. I forgot how hard Conquest Enhanced is. Dare I say, I'm playing like Mr. Cookie right now. Just nub gameplay. It's not good. Let's see. Okay, we didn't get allied support, unfortunately, but we did get some buildables. We got an airdropped 75, we got some bomber support, and we have allied infantry support. So we definitely need those. Okay, all right. So, as you can see, these are all the companies of the units that we have. Now, we have some pretty good armor, so this will help us push. So at least now we'll be able to push in and destroy the enemy a lot easier. All right. Bed. Oh my goodness. Lord of mercy. Man, who thought pushing into Russia would be this difficult? Can't even blitz with these units. Okay, here we go. So now, let's see. This is good. We'll need these to help push. I said it before. I've had several night battles, but I'm gonna change it. I'm sorry. I can't do another one. I know it's new behavior. I know, but even I have to do it sometimes. Just give me some daytime, please. Oh man, they said nah. Oh, that's tough. All right, well, looks like we're on our own. All right, so let's see what we have. We don't have any recon units, so we're gonna have to push with the tanks. But the good news is we do have some heavier vehicles that can help us push. This is great. Let's load some HE. And then we'll get our heavier bunker busting units over here. Pretty sure there's a tank entrenched right there, so we're gonna have to bust that up. Let's get some flak up. Alright, I'm gonna set this on slow. And I'll set this one on slow once we get up there. This tank could cover the flanks. We'll need this to knock out some defenses, but I don't want to push in just yet because I don't know what's over here. So just in case you haven't played CE recently, that slow method, slow button makes it. This has 5 kilometers. I've reduced it to 3, so you should probably change that text. But that way it's a lot easier. As you can see, they move really slow, so you can actually assault properly. Assault a point properly without having to micro it or have them like run to their deaths like idiots. Put on your helmet, you're gonna need that.
Befehle? Rücken wir aus? Jawohl. Jawohl.
Okay.
Bereit zur Bewegung.
Just gonna get these helmets up. Let's go ahead and push into the point. Ooh. So as you can see, tanks shoot and move. That's the one benefit. Not the one benefit, but that's a benefit of that.
Zieht die Köpfe ein und macht euch zum Ausrücken bereit.
I want to button up. Alright, actually, I'm gonna have the, well, we'll save that. I don't think we need that right now. Wait, what happened to, oh, dude. I thought he was on Overwatch on the flank. This is bad, we got flanked in the rear. And they stole my freaking vehicle. Ugh. Where is the... Oh, come on. There, we can take that out. I have to destroy my own vehicle, but it's going to have to be done. Ah, shit. Thought you guys destroyed this already. This AI is really struggling right now, man. There we go. Lost a lot of boys. This is real bad. Should have set up a defensive line. I was playing carelessly. What the fuck is over here? Okay.
Sanitäter.
Esperando sus órdenes, capitán. ¿Cuáles son sus órdenes? Preparados para combatir.
It's very unfortunate for us right now.
Braucht jemand einen Sanitäter? Geht's los? Ja?
Achtung, feindliches Geschütz! Ruhe, Männer! Wir erhalten neue Befehle!
Unterwegs. Was sollen wir tun?
Alright, we need...
Sí, señor.
Good shot.
A sus órdenes.
Alright, we gotta get to repair this tank.
Tempo jetzt.
Was gibt es denn? Zu Befehl! Verstärkung! Jawohl. Verstanden?
Is that fuel? Really don't need fuel right now, but just in case.
Bereit. Jawohl.
We don't want him stuck back here by himself.
Los jetzt! Bewegung! Befehle?
Bin unterwegs!
Zugführer, wie lauten Ihre Befehle?
What else is over here?
Suchverdeckung! Befehl wird aus!
Bereit zum Vorrücken!
Jawohl!
Panzer, wir sind einsatzbereit!
Jawohl!
There we go. That's that firepower I need. There we go.
Wir, Leutnant! Bin bereit, die Männer Begebe mich in Deckung!
Einsatzbereit!
Ja! Immer mir nach!
All right.
Befehle?
Oh, is that artillery? No, 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 no. Oh. We're gonna have to assault that.
Rücken wir aus? Jawohl! Jawohl!
There we go.
Alles klar!
shot. All right, we're taking the point. Good, good.
Hier gehört Jäger.
Where's my other? Oh, did my other tank die? No, he didn't die, right? Yeah. Needs to find that vehicle. Oh, two. There we go. Where you going? Huh? Thought you could escape? That's a victory right there. So we finally took some point. I mean, not a point. We finally took some ground. So now we get to see what it looks like after you've taken some ground. All right, so let's pause it here. So you can see that this is the I guess it's like what, a purple? The purple color is just representing a, needs supplies, just been attacked. So what you can do is you want to resupply these units, because you can see we taken a lot of losses. So what you to change that, you'll go to the resupply. Now what resupply does is replaces vehicles that are destroyed and KI. But before I do that, I wanted to take a look at the, I guess we call it the quartermaster screen. So this shows you the stats for each of the units after the battle, right? Like the number of men killed, honor, which I guess is just veterancy, and then who's KIA. And so you can see here, this is kind of the results of the battle. We lost all the medics? I don't remember losing all the medics, but gee whiz. And then again, after every battle, a unit that survives a battle gets 1 point or score every time they get there. So everybody here is going to have a minimum, if they're still alive, of 1 honor, or just 1 score. Okay, so lastly, if you want to look at the Army General Staff, this is where it shows you your ranks for your troops. These are tank men, commanders, etc. They're soldiers. And you can just kind of see here all of the information here, the tank commanders, Soldaten, and then their veterancy, so 0, 1, and then it goes, you can organize it however you like. Tells you where they are, platoon, etc. So it's just like a cool little thing. You could see what they're doing, kind of what their experience is, etc. Yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and resupply, because I guess all the men died there. All those men died there. I'm not going to change it up. You can, in theory, change, if you want to, you could change units simultaneously. Like, let's say you wanted to change some of these units. I'm not interested in doing that. I think this is fine for what we have here. Except, actually, I guess I don't really want a Panzerjäger 1 anymore. It's kind of terrible. But it does have that 47mm, so I may keep it. So for the rest of this, I think I'm good here, so let's go ahead and resupply. And so what this will do is they'll just replenish and resupply your units, and then it'll be ready at the end of it. So then we'll close headquarters, and this is, oh, I forgot to mention also your XP rank. So whenever you win a battle or lose a battle, you either gain or lose XP. So this is just rank 4. This doesn't really mean much as of right now. If you do ints like the regular Noresus Conquest versus Conquest Enhanced, it'll give you your army like rank, like lieutenant, general, major, etc. For Conquest Enhanced right now, we just have our XP bar and rank, so that's just there. So we'll go ahead and close this, and as you can see here, we actually won one battle, so I'm proud of us. And so I want to go ahead and also move this to, I guess I can't. There we go. Move it to this location because I don't want the enemy to take that position. And then I want to move him here to cover his point. But that'll be it for now.